Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another JVS movie review. Today we are bringing you our second review of the new time-traveling, mind-bending Christopher Nolan movie, Tenet. Now, Tenet stars Jason David Washington. I always got to say his name slowly so I get it right. Kenneth Branagh, Robert Pattinson, and I want to get the young lady right, Elizabeth Debicki. There you go, Elizabeth Debicki. Yep. So that is the complete cast of importance of this movie. Quickly give you a synopsis that explains nothing. A secret agent embarks on a dangerous time-bending mission to prevent the start of World War III. Now, this is spoiler-free, so I'm not going to tell you anything about this movie. Just going to highlight a couple of things. First things first, this is one of the most beautifully shot films you will ever see. This movie is made for the big screen. If you have a chance to go see this movie, if theaters are open in your area, go see it on the big screen. This is definitely not something you want to see on VOD or on any real small screen. It's really, really shot and made for a big screen with everything that encompasses this film. From the cinematography, which is amazing, the locations are great. The score, finally, not having a Hans Zimmer scored Christopher Nolan movie that makes my eardrums feel like they're about to explode. This score is a little more subtle. Granted, it's still loud because it is a Christopher Nolan movie, but not nearly as loud as a Hans Zimmer score, which I extremely appreciated. Thank you, Mr. Nolan. I appreciated that. But after that, this movie is much to do about nothing. And that's the best way to put it. I don't want to give away too much of the plot, too much of the details of the plot. I am just going to say this is some of the worst dialogue I've ever seen in a movie. The size of this movie, the dialogue is horrible. The plot is paper thin. And when I mean paper, I mean as thin as humanly possible. That's how thin this plot is. After seeing this movie, me and Sam, we did the driving experience to go see this movie. After seeing this movie, I told Sam that this movie was The Prestige. In a sense, in The Prestige, you had a part of it where I cannot remember which magician did, but they explained how to do a trick to people and how you distract them with everything else around you, because if they focused on what you were doing, they would figure out the trick before you were done. And that's the best way they could explain how to pull off the perfect magic trick. Tenet is Christopher Nolan's attempt at the perfect magic trick. It is so much stuff going around the film, like between the introverted, extroverted, or however verted you want to call it, the time traveling methods. It's such a spectacle on screen. It tries its best to distract you from the point that if you actually focused in and actually paid attention to the plot of the film, it's not good. And we're going to throw everything at you so you don't realize that it's not good. Now, I know from every piece of publicity that has gone out about this film that Christopher Nolan took 5 years to write this film because he was trying to figure out key plot points. And I'm going to assume during those 5 years, he still didn't figure out what to do with this movie, but he wanted to do a spectacle, because that's all Tenet is a spectacle. Now, as far as the performances, normally in a Christopher Nolan film, you get actors who, even if everything else is bad, actors will shine. You get the Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar, which was a bloated film. You get Leo in Inception. Well, you got a lot of people in Inception doing great jobs. You even had Robin Williams killing it in Insomnia. He normally has at least one actor, or times multiple actors in a film, but normally one actor who truly kills the film. Like, it's great. No matter if you love or hate the film, you acknowledge this person's performance was good. That does not exist in Tenet. There is not a single performance you really care about. And because of the way he goes about the plot, which again, I'm not going to tell you exactly how he goes about it, but in ways he goes about the plot, it leads you not to care about any of the characters. All you care about is the spectacle and what is Tenet. That's it. Unfortunately, if you have seen any time travel movie, any action thriller, you should figure this out within the first 20 to 30 minutes. If you don't pay attention to the spectacle around, you're going to figure it out first 20, 30 minutes. This is not a deep film. As much as it wants to be a deep, thought-provoking film, it is none of that. You should be easy. It should be easy for you to figure out exactly what's going on in this film at all times if you don't pay attention to everything else that's going on around you. And that could be a good thing or that could be a bad thing. I think everybody are going into Tenet expecting something grand and special. And instead, you walk away with just a typical summer blockbuster. I'm not going to say that's a big issue, but for people or Nolanites, all you Christopher Nolan fans who make every excuse humanly possible for every movie he does, I know you all are going to try to glean something deep from this movie. I'm letting you know now, there's absolutely nothing deep in this movie at all. You can figure this out at the drop of a dime. As me and Sam was leaving the drive-in from seeing this film, we start talking about the movie, and I'm like, this movie is really simple. Not only is it simple, the dialogue is bad. Like it does nothing to keep you intrigued besides the special effects in the film. That's it. Nothing else will keep you intrigued with Tenet. Not the performances, not the plot, nothing at all. Once you get it wrapped around your head exactly what Tenet is, and once you figure out every supposed twist that aren't really twists in this film, you just got to sit back and you'll either enjoy it for the spectacle it is, or you'll hate it because it's not a good movie. It's up to you. But Tenet, out of a possible 10, I'm giving Tenet a 6.5. It's a fun movie to watch once and only once. It's a fun movie to watch. It's a spectacle. It's something that should be seen on the big screen, but it's something that I would not rush out to see. If that makes any sense to you all. So, if you like it, if you're a Christopher Nolan person, you'll love this movie. If you're a lover of cinema, you won't love this movie. If you're a lover of anything besides a Christopher Nolan film, you probably won't like this movie. But if you're someone who wants to go back to the theater experience and see a film that is gloriously shot and scored, go see Tenet and you'll really enjoy yourself. This has been another JVS movie review of Tenet. Peace, people.